Two great guests in studio this week. At this time, it is our Port of Call segment with the Port of Shelton. Executive Director Wendy Smith, Port Commissioner and Commission Chair Dick Taylor. Good morning, gang.
Good morning. How are you?
Good to see you guys.
It's a foggy out there this
Yeah,
morning.
well,
Really
it's
foggy.
getting to be fall.
Going
You
to
can't
be-
Can't see the runway today.
No, you can't.
Not yet.
Is it really all that fogged
Yeah.
over
Yeah.
up there? How does that impact the planes that may think about coming in?
They can't.
That's
Can't
it.
see the runway. You can't come.
Can't go.
Come
We
to
don't have
another
an
one.
electronic approach like
Yeah.
some of them do.
So, I mean, it doesn't really burn off until about 11 or so, if
Can.
not later.
Yeah, it can.
Yeah. This is the foggiest time of year, probably.
Oh, okay.
It
Moving
is,
into
huh?
October, and
Wow.
so yeah, my drive here was clear until the airport.
Wow.
Yeah.
What's going on up at the port? I know there's lots of preparations getting underway, ready for Oyster Fest
Yeah.
before too long.
Yeah.
So that is happening on the inactive runway there. But what else is happening on port property?
So we had our meeting yesterday, and we didn't have a lot of topics, but we did touch on the budget, of
Okay.
course, which the hearing, the public hearing will be October 2nd. So made a couple adjustments. Insurance is high, and so we adjusted some numbers there, but overall, no big changes.
big changes, no.
Yeah.
Nothing major. Good.
Right,
That's
right,
good.
right. But yeah, we're just kind of, getting things buttoned down for winter. Maintenance has been painting one of our buildings right there on the airport proper, I guess. So it's Sanderson Industrial Complex. So down, we call it the Baja building. It's
Oh,
a very
okay.
large building, and it needed some coats of paint on certain areas. So
Nice.
they've been down doing that, and yeah, just
Beautifying.
Beautifying, that's right. And
Protecting.
preserving. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, exactly. So.
When it comes to the marina and things going on down there, how much interaction do you have with the folks who rent out the area for prepping for winter? Do you guys do a lot of, make sure that your bilge pump is pumped or your stuff's plugged in or not plugged in? I mean, do you guys do a lot of that, or is the onus on the folks down there?
Yeah, we don't. I mean, we try to do reminders. Typically, we'll remind people like in invoices, but get ready for winter. Check your maybe leave a drip
Yeah.
going, that kind of thing.
Yeah,
But
keep your freshwater hoses dripping.
yeah. But
and
it
your electrical
typically,
connections taped up or whatever.
Sure.
yeah,
Oh,
it typically
yeah.
affects the building tenants more
Yeah.
than the marina. Those
And they're
guys
probably
are-
ready for that. They
Yeah,
know.
They know
generally,
the
they
drill.
know what they
Yeah.
need.
Yeah.
Okay.
For their own boat. We don't know what the conditions of their,
Yeah.
or the circumstance of each individual boat is. So they know what they need to do.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, good.
Interesting.
Yeah, so,
Okay.
yeah.
And what else is going on there?
I think,
Well, we went yesterday. The three commissioners went to the SPI dedication.
Oh, yes.
Which was an interesting event, and what an addition to our community.
Sure.
That mill down there, and having watched it and I'm not an old timer here, but I've watched it for 25 years. Go from a standard old wood mill to a high tech, high speed.
Oh, yeah.
Laser controlled facility with fewer people, but it's amazing to see the difference and the upgrade, and they're still hiring, by the way.
That's right.
They
They're
keep
looking.
pushing that. So
Very nice.
they're looking for employees, and it's quite an impressive event yesterday.
They were talking with Jeff Chu, and Lisa Perry did a interview with him, and they were talking about how much of the tree they use,
Yeah,
and it's dang near 100%. I mean,
that's right.
they're
There's nothing left over generally.
not like how it used to be, where half may have.
Yeah, they burned it.
ended up.
Wow.
yeah.
Burned a lot of it. A lot of it ran off into the bay. And they also mentioned yesterday at the dedication that in using all those wood products, some of it goes out there to the old Mill 5.
Yeah, the gem shavings.
Yeah.
Jim Shavings, which was a tenant of ours, and we didn't have the space for him to come, and they went out there.
Yeah,
and,
that's right.
Expanded out at,
That's pretty exciting
Yeah.
for you guys
Mill
too.
5.
It
So
is.
it's it's all kinds of things in the community that it affects, not just the woods products industry.
So talk to me about that gem shavings. They were on port property, How long were they there before they realized they needed to be in a bigger location?
Well, it's a little different than that. They actually were just storing
Oh,
some
okay.
equipment.
That's right,
They
yeah.
were looking to locate kind of where Hunter Farms,
Sure.
that area. Not Hunter Farms. Lynch,
Lynch Creek Farm,
There
owned
you go.
by Andy
Andy
Hunter.
Hunter.
There we go. Yeah.
Sorry about that. Sorry, Andy. But anyway, they were located out that way just for storage, and they were purchasing some of the old equipment out at the old mill
Oh,
as it was
okay.
being taken down. So we were in some negotiations with Jamie, great guy of Gem Shavings. Went and toured his Auburn site. He was just wanting to expand. He has a very good relationship with Sierra Pacific and knew that with the mill
Yeah.
opening that there would be a lot of, he does pet bedding.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Oh,
takes the shavings and then, makes that into pet bedding and sells
Very
it to
cool.
probably Tractor Supply
Sure,
and various
sure.
other companies. So it was a great fit for him to be in this community. The site out there was a little different than what he wanted, really a little different than what it was a lot more space than he really needed. So we started talking with EDC and about Mill 5 and realizing, even though it's a little further out there, that might work out, and it worked out really well. So we
Oh,
still
good.
got him here to the community.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
a
which is-
great part of
yeah.
the community, still has great jobs. It just wasn't on port property.
And
so.
that's still something you guys do as a way to connect all the
Absolutely.
pieces.
Exactly. That's why we're there.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly. Yeah, we're not, totally convinced it has to happen on port property. It's, what's good for the area. So,
Sure.
yeah,
Sure.
absolutely.
Any further upcoming public port meetings that you guys are going to be heading out to, learning the new?
Yeah, we have the Small Ports
2019
Conference,
stuff.
which takes place, week after next? No, next
Middle
week.
of October.
Middle of October, yeah, okay, yeah.
About a month out.
Oh, we'll get there.
Yeah. It's going quick.
But that's
It is.
that's the commissioners, and Wendy will be going to that.
Good.
So
Good.
2 days over at Leavenworth.
Toot your horn a little bit, maybe learn a couple things.
Yeah, we're going to toot
Absolutely.
our horn a lot.
Good for you. How are your respective collegiate football teams doing?
Uh-oh.
Well, the Huskies are doing great.
So are the Cougars. They are undefeated.
Yeah. I noticed you didn't say undefeated when you mentioned the Huskies.
Well, I know, but the Huskies played
interesting.
some interesting games
Yeah.
and some quality
They played
opponents.
It sounds like they still have some work to do to fire on
Well,
all cylinders. Although
yeah,
they
but
blow out
you
the
know-
last two teams.
Yeah,
they
they
should have
beat
blown
their
out even
spread
more.
this last weekend when they won the.
All right, well, okay.
And Utah's no slouch.
No, I know they're not.
Yeah.
Well,
Yep.
Cougs play in Conference League play. USC is the
Yeah.
opponent Friday
That's
That's
night.
going to be
test.
that's going to be a test.
That'll be a big test for the Cougar team. All right, good to see you guys. Dick Taylor, Wendy Smith. Port a Call here today, and you can find them at Port of Shelton. We'll put the show notes links to that here coming up. Good to see you guys.
Good to
You
be
too.
here.
Thank you.